Hello everyone, my name is Melissa and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you. Today I'm going to be talking about my May reading wrap-up. It has been a very long time since I've done a monthly wrap-up because honestly I have been in a huge book slump since like 2020. I'm not even kidding you. I used to be able to like quickly read through books, had so many to talk about in monthly wrap-ups, but you know, you actually have to read in order to make content, and you know, it was just a snowball effect from there. So I have a good amount of books to actually be able to talk to you about. Let me see. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. 8 books to talk about for the month of May. So let's go ahead and get started. Fair warning, these are all romance books, so if you don't read romance, this is probably not your channel. I do read some other kind of genres as well, like fantasy, but like majority romance. We love a good Kindle Unlimited romance, we love a good dark romance, all of that kind of stuff. Reverse harem, give me all the romance. But the first book that I ended up picking up in the month of May is Fall Boys by Penelope Douglas. I even did like a reading vlog and I will link that for you down below if you're interested in checking out my thoughts while reading it. I highlighted a few things, or I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. I guess not. This is the spin-off series from the original Fall Away series with Bully and all of that, which is one of my like staple favorite Penelope Douglas series. This is about their children. So this is about Arrow and Hawk. Hawk is kind of like, he's known as like the more level-headed of the group of kids, and Arrow is from the other side of the tracks, and basically they kind of like get themselves into trouble with the law, and it's a really quick, like short amount of time, but so much happens in this book, and it is kind of like, all right, they got together quite quickly. There's a little bit of like hate to love. I literally wrote like all here. So it's a high school, like if you don't like high school books, don't read this. Contemporary, a character that's really good with tech, so that's Hawk. They're running from the law, and there's a bit of a hate to love. You have a good strong female character, rich guy, poor girl, that type of thing. So if that's your vibe, I would personally read the Fall Away series first, just because I love it so much. And I love all the cars that, you know, she writes about, and there's always a good playlist that she has incorporated into her books, as well as a good Pinterest board. So this one was very good, if you can't tell. Recently, I have been picking up the Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Lark. I picked up Brutal Prince the month prior in April. I have been listening to it on audiobook as I go to and from work, so this is the first one, but I actually did book 2 and book 3, and I am in the middle of book 4. So book 2 is Stolen Heir. I really liked this one. This one is kind of a retelling of Beauty and the Beast-ish, like mafia version. Our main character, he's getting revenge for what happened in the end of the first book. He kidnaps this very innocent girl, and she really doesn't have a lot to do with her family ties in the mafia. She's a dancer, she just like wants to dance and blah blah blah. Anyways, of course he falls for her, she falls for him, and that one was really good. I really enjoyed it. I actually gave that one a good 5 stars. The next one is Savage Lover. This is the third one. This is with Nero, and I forgot the main character's name, but I really liked this one as well. This has a lot more to do with like cars. The girl is a bad girl, not really, she works really hard at her father's shop. This one is a lot deeper connections and like things going on rather than in the first one. I think the first one was a good kind of like entryway, but I definitely have liked the second and the third books a lot better. That being said, the next one, sorry, I'm looking at my computer while I'm talking. The next one is Cruel Control. This is by Candace Wondrak. This is in the same universe as Mid-Park High. What's the other one? Hillcrest University, Cruel Black Hearts. So if you watch any of my other like reverse harem series videos, I really like her books, especially this like world that she has created. This one is really good. The main character, she is more innocent compared to most of the other female characters. There's definitely like they kidnap her, I think, and just kind of snowballs from there. This one, if you know who Marcus is in the series, it has him in it. He's like the head of the family. It's not a mafia, it's more like assassins. That's all I'm gonna go, because it's like this world is so in depth. The next one that I ended up picking up was by Kay Webster. This is the one that I did tap. I don't know why I thought I tapped the other one. This is called Triple Threat by Kay Webster. I picked this one up because like a while back I did a live show on YouTube with a couple other romance booktubers, and this one was recommended by several people. They were like, this one's really crazy because it's about a girl and 3 guys, but they're triplets and they're all identical, and they all pretend to be the same person. So she thinks she's dating one guy, but in reality it's 3 different guys. So this was kind of interesting to see because you get all 4 different perspectives. This does end on a cliffhanger, and I think it's a duet, so I definitely need to pick up the second book because I don't know what on earth is going to happen next. But it was very good nonetheless. I gave this one 3 stars. It wasn't my favorite, but I do want to continue on, so it wasn't too bad. I still it wasn't the worst book I've ever read. So reverse harem is my jam, if you don't know. The next one is one that my co-worker recommended. She basically said, Melissa, you need to read this if you read reverse harem. How have you not read it? And it is Lords of Pain. So I know this one is quite popular. I also have the second book checked out on my Kindle, and I did enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. It's on Kindle Unlimited. This is one where you have to take it very much with a grain of salt because there is no way this would ever happen. The main character, she basically applies to be a lady to the lords, who they're like the heads of this fraternity, and the lady basically will live in the fraternity house, be there. She has to do exactly what the lords tell her to do. They take care of her, blah blah blah. This is a dark reverse harem. I don't know. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen next, because I feel like things are going to kind of like start stepping up more or so less on the like what happened before she became a lady. So if you've read this book, I think you might know what I'm talking about. Basically, like, there's a stalker involved. So very excited to see where this series goes from there. The Never King. I feel like this book has been everywhere. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it has. This is a Peter Pan retelling, reverse harem, dark romance. All of those things, I heard about it, sign me up, check the box. It's very short. The first book was super quick to fly through, read it in about a day, and I really enjoyed it. Our girl Winnie, she is a darling. Basically, all of the darlings have been kidnapped, taken to Peter Pan's island, and they've all gone mad when like returned back home. So she ends up like getting taken after all these things that her mom did to kind of like prevent that from happening, and Peter Pan is trying to save like his island because he lost his shadow. So I mean, it's like, you know, that story. Anyways, I really like the main character Winnie because she does embrace the fact that, you know, she does like, you know, the axe, and she is not afraid to be who she is, and I thoroughly enjoy the fact that she uses things to her advantage, and she's one of those strong female characters that I love. And the book I'm currently in the middle of, I'm really hoping to finish this today and it is the 30th. I think I have like 2 more days left in the month, so I'm hoping I can finish this, and that is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This is one that I was sleeping on. I don't know why. Tessa Bailey, I loved Fix Her Up. It was so much fun. I haven't picked up really anything else, I think, by this author since then. But this is like roughly based off of Alexa from Schitt's Creek, and if you watch that show, oh my god, let's be friends, because I love that show. So this is basically kind of like the story about a girl. She gets, you know, transported into like where her father used to live, basically because she threw a big pool party, got in trouble with the law. Her stepfather's like, you're a spoiled brat, go make it 3 months in this like fishing town, see what happens. So there's a little bit of hate to love, but it doesn't last very long. It's more like, you know, he's very attracted to her, and he's a very hardworking guy. He's very like rigid in his schedule and what he does. He doesn't deviate from like his plans or like nothing. And she kind of wanders into his life and just throws everything off balance, and I love that. They are so cute together. I'm really loving this, and it's a lot of fun, and I am excited after I finish this to check out the next book, which is I think her sister, and I love her sister so much. She listened to her records and all that fun stuff. So Schitt's Creek, kind of not retelling, but based loosely off that character. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for listening and watching my May wrap up. I was about to say June, we're not in June just yet. But yeah, I'm really hoping that I can finish this last book here for pretty soon. And yeah, if you've read any of these books, have any thoughts or opinions, want to recommend me any books, because I would love that. Let's chat about it, talk about it in the comments down below. And I hope you have a great day and happy reading. Bye.